Coming up on Look Today, well, the Saratoga City Council discussed next steps for the Greenbelt Trail. I've got details. And the village of Lake George will no longer provide health benefits for its elected officials. More on that coming up. And we've got some updates on the issue of affordable housing in Saratoga Springs. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm Jay Hood Jackson and this is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program, I sit down with Tom Fuston. Now he's the president and CEO of the Capital Fund of Saratoga County, and he's here to talk about the Saratoga Horse Show and the possibility that the Otto grounds may not be available for this year's show. I also sit down with Elizabeth Sobel, and she's the new president of the Saratoga Performing Arts Center. She's here to talk about her unique vision and her background. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. In our lead story, Saratoga City Council met last night and discussed the next steps for the Greenbelt Trail Downtown Connector project. Well, Saratoga Springs received a grant of an estimated $1.13 million from the DEC's Climate Smart Communities Environmental Protection Fund. Try saying that 3 times fast. The total budget for the project is $2.27 million. And the project is an effort to promote alternatives to driving for residents and tourists when they visit here. Now, when we were at the meeting last night, Mayor Joanne Yepsen spoke.
The city has been awarded this grant, and the next step is to contract for the trail with the DEC. At this time, the state comptroller is reviewing the 2016 grant round. And following their approval, the Department of Environmental Conservation, DEC, will give each awarded application a contract number. At that time, a DEC project manager will meet with the city to develop a work program and a budget development as part of a contract to undertake our project.
There's a lot of conversation going on about this, and as you know, you can watch the full meeting here on Look TV. Check our website, looktvonline.com, for the schedule. In other news, well, the Lake George Village Board have unanimously voted to discontinue health benefits for elected officials starting this year. Well, Mayor Bob Blaze proposed the motion last month in an effort to save money. The village previously spent $66,000 a year for 5 elected officials. Well, we spoke to the mayor about this today.
The average policy in the village for a family presently is around $18,500. Couple around $13,000 and single somewhere around $8,000. We have 4 trustees and we have, of course, the mayor. And that figure reaches close to $85,000 a year. And in years to come, when all of those folks retire, the village then will be saving, I'm certain, over $100,000 a year.
Switching from news to weather. Well, temperatures continue to rise to the 40s. Let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thank you, Jesse. Time now for our first look weather forecast update. Right now, we're going to continue to watch the chance of some snow still hanging around with this low, spinning up some light snow shower activity up to the north. A lot of that of the lake effect variety, so still affecting western portions of the state. We're also watching this cold front sweeping on out into the open waters of the Atlantic. That's going to allow the full force of the cold air to continue to move back in and also bring in some breezier conditions. Now, still watching those winds out of the southwest, but we'll see them gusting up to 20 to 40 miles an hour, so very breezy. Could drive down the wind chills towards the single digits, and we could even maybe see a couple snowflakes flying later on through the overnight hours. Tomorrow, drying back out, another sunny day. Highs will struggle back up to 32, but it won't feel like that. Still a breezy day. Afternoon wind chills back down towards the 15-degree mark. Then over the next couple of days, we're going to see the cool down really taking full shape. Stiff north breeze coming in by Friday. We'll see a high of 28 degrees. Perhaps a few more flurries back into the picture picture as we head to the next couple days beyond that into the weekend. We'll see some hit and miss cloud cover, 20s for highs, and then a very, very cold morning waking up Friday down to a low of -2. Daytime high Monday only hitting 18 degrees despite plentiful sunshine. Well, that's it from the Weather Center. Now let's get back to you, Jesse.
Well, thanks, Brandon. Looks like we're moving back into winter by the end of the week. All right, and back to the news. Affordable housing in Saratoga Springs is an ongoing topic of discussion. Well, Paul Feldman, he's the executive director of the Saratoga Housing Authority, is currently working with the city as well as other organizations such as Saratoga County RPC and Wellspring to provide more housing at affordable rates. And as you know, the issue of available land is one of the major hurdles to creating more units. Well, we spoke to Paul about this today.
The property behind the Stonequist building here, there's quite a bit of open space back there. It's a significant sized parcel of land which could potentially hold, probably we're thinking up to 60 units of more affordable housing, workforce housing. That's what we're looking at exploring right now. Also at our other property at Vanderbilt Jefferson Terrace, there's several smaller parcels of land that we're looking at adding smaller number of units, but potentially another 25 units of more affordable housing over there as well.
Well, you really have to applaud them for the work they're doing. You know, as you know, we work a lot with Wellspring and we work a lot with the Saratoga RPC, and this is a topic that really needs to be addressed in Saratoga. All right, up next, I sit down with Tom Fuston. He's the president and CEO of the Capital Fund of Saratoga County. And he's here to talk about the Saratoga Horse Show and the possibility that the Auto grounds may not be available for this year's show. Plus, I also sit down with Elizabeth Sobel. She's the president of Saratoga Performing Arts Center. She's here to talk about her unique vision and her background. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? And give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. They're telling me in the control room we're out of time. So just one quick look out. Just to tell you that Cafe Lena, that historic music venue right here in downtown Saratoga, has undergone major renovations and is open. So we're going to get over there tomorrow, take a look at it, and report back to you tomorrow night. All right, tonight on Look TV, Saratoga City Council meeting. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.